Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Whew! Today I have for you the brand new Producer Michael and Fragrance du Bois collaboration, the PM fragrance. This is brand new, it is online only, and I'm here to tell you all about it, so stay tuned for that. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so Producer Michael, if you're not familiar with him, he's kind of like the Robin Leach of Los Angeles. He has videos on incredible, luxurious real estate properties in Los Angeles, and he's also a car fanatic and a watch fanatic, like a serious watch fanatic, and also a Fragrance du Bois fanatic. He has some videos on that, his $40,000 perfume collection, and he's kind of nuts about them the way I am. And if you're wondering who buys those Swarovski crystal completely encrusted Fragrance du Bois for like $3,500, it's yours truly, Producer Michael. Yep. So let me get into this. So the packaging you're pretty familiar with comes in the Fragrance du Bois box. And when you open that, you have this front fold down and you have this gorgeous velvet case with the golden clasp here. When you open it up, there's nothing in here. They're all upstairs. There's the beautiful red satin bed, kind of like my shirt. That's the Fragrance du Bois signature. This is the packaging for all their fragrances. But that's not good enough for Mr. Fancy Pants. I told you, stratospheric luxury is what this man's all about. And honestly, it was, what is the fragrance gonna be like? So for starters, there is a sleeve showing you that it is Fragrance du Bois by Producer Michael collaboration. And then you have the same box. This is where it gets fun. First off, there is a cloth here, this like weaved cloth, which goes, it's really nice, thick kind of weight to this. And it goes really nicely with the carbon fiber case is what he got, with the same golden clasp that has the Fragrance du Bois logo on it. Told you, had to be a little notch up, right? Like he had to make it a little fancier. And then you're given the same red bed, and he's given a red metallic plate here. And it has his logo on it, which is the P and the M and a musical note, because he is a producer for music as well. His logo on a metallic plate here. On the back, it says, an original perfume by Fragrance du Bois, luxury fragrance redefined. And then you have etched in here the Fragrance du Bois emblem. That's a really nice touch. When you look through, you also see the Fragrance du Bois emblem. That is another detail that you find in fine fragrances. Also the invisible atomizer. You cannot see the tube in the glass. That is another sign of an exquisite bottle. Onto the cap, it is very heavy. It has the black Swarovski crystals here and their emblem on this side. This is their standard cap. I do love their caps. Check out this atomizer. If I press, it's a smooth press. It's not a squirt like, you know, like a one-shot kind of thing. It's a smooth, I can just smooth motion with my finger in complete follow through, and it gives this incredibly fine mist, which is what you want. You don't want a squirt gun with these like huge droplets. Like you can't even see it on camera. It's incredible. That's the bottle and the presentation. I have to say, completely exquisite. This is why they are one of my favorite houses. Now, this is 100 milliliters, and with the code PM20, you get 20% off. I got it for $352, which, considering their collections, it's actually a really good price, and especially when I get into the actual notes and the fragrance. I do know that it's an extrait. I'm not sure. I know it's above 20%. I just don't know where between 20 and 30%, but it is at least 20% oils. You can feel a little bit of this oily kind of texture to it, like just gorgeous. I would classify this as a woody fragrance with some citrus aromatics in it. This opens, you know, I have another strip here to get that opening again. Make sure I get the right one. Let me just spray this. The opening is Tuberose Secret Florals, exclusive to Fragrance du Bois, with juniper berry, cardamom, and menthol lemon. So you get that like citrus aromatic burst at first. And then right about now, I get this sweet floral. It's almost like, it's got like this toasted coconut tropical flower in there. My guess would be something like a tiara in there with something else. I don't know how they get this like hint of toasted coconut, but it only lasts a few minutes, and I had to do it on the strip because it's a little more pronounced here for me to kind of, it's so well blended. When it's really well blended like that, it's easier for me to extrapolate the notes on paper. I just love, love, love this part, because it definitely has this sweetness to it, but it's very short-lived, so men, don't worry about that. But I do really enjoy this. Then what happens is, if I fast forward a little bit to this strip, you get, this is where I get more of like that cardamom. I personally get like sage in there maybe. You get that juniper berry and the sage mixing that gives this almost like cool refreshingness to it, and you get a lot of woods. I get like cedar, vetiver, sandalwood, but that's probably the benzoin that's in there, giving this like creamy woods kind of note to it. It's possible that tuberose is lingering a little and helping to give this like butteriness to the woods. The middle is, I mean, if I didn't love the opening, the middle is where I really fall in love. That stage just, and it's super hard to put into words, but I'm gonna do my best. It's you get like refreshing woods like cedar, right? Like a cedar closet, you know, that refreshing, yet there's also this creaminess. And then it also gets to this like smoky wood in there. There's a smoke, that smokiness intensifies with the dry down. It is clean because you have those fresh notes in there too, but it gives this, this like sharp intensity. And I say sharp, I should say crisp, this crisp smokiness. I know it sounds like an oxymoron. I know, I'm trying to put this into words. So the middle is Indonesian patchouli, Italian leather, cedar woods, and orris root. Orris root is the root of iris, and it tends to give like a powdery creaminess, which makes sense because I'm really getting this like buttery woods. It is really what it is, along with aromatics. That I really enjoy this. It does have a hint of masculine energy to it, but I actually wore this, and you know I'm a total girly girl. It's that creaminess and freshness that I absolutely love. And of course that opening. In the base is labdanum, woody notes, benzoin, and amber. And that labdanum is what can go either like almost incensey like, or it can go leather like. So you kind of get like this leather, it's a smoky incensey like, and I think that's where that smoke is coming from. But again, you have that benzoin giving this rounded warmth to it that I love. And eternity is forever. It's forever. So I received this 2 days ago, and I put it on myself to kind of try it out, and I could not wait to put this on my guy. So I went the next day, I was meeting him. We went to go see the Sistine Chapel display, and I actually carried this in my purse. I took this with me because I was like, I am spraying this on him. I love using him as a test pilot because he has such opposite skin as me, and it really helps me get a broad spectrum of what this will smell like on people. I got a little bit more of that creaminess on me that lingered a little longer, and I got a little bit more of the leather on his skin. And like I said, we have polar opposite skin chemistry, so I really do like seeing that full spectrum. There's something, yeah, that citrus aromatic just gives like this levity to it versus it being a heavy fragrance. So there is this like spectrum, like you get the depth from that smokiness and the levity from the citrus aromatics. that it doesn't get, it doesn't have this heavy cashmere coat about it to you that I really enjoy. There's certain crispness to it. There's something so addictive about this. Really addicted. There's something, yeah, those woods in here. I don't get a whole lot of, like, when I think patchouli, you might think like rich or sweet or like this like gooiness to the wood. I don't get that. Like I said, it's a little more of like a dry, crisp kind of woods. I really like. I think you need to get your hands on this one. You really need to try this one for yourself. I know some people have talked about Fragrance du Bois, some of them not being very intense on them. I compare Fragrance du Bois to really fine wines. Cheap wines, yeah, you got to drink them in a year or two or they go bad. Fine wines, just like fine fragrances, they actually get better with age. They continue to mature and macerate and actually really have a longer shelf life, and just, they get better. They richen up and the notes get more intensified, and it actually lasts even better on you. So if you've found that to be an issue, just try to exercise some patience. I know most of us fragrance addicts, patience is not our strong suit, but just try to, you know, not make any like rash decisions and get rid of it. Just set it on the back burner and come back to it in a month or two. I promise you it will intensify. But this one, I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm telling you, it's addictive already. And I had no issues with projection or longevity on this. Really digging this. Oh, and don't forget, I'm going to be doing an Instagram live with Brian over at My Two Cents. He also got this fragrance the same time I did. I influenced him with a coupon code. So don't miss that, because you know it's going to be a lot of fun. The two of us have so much fun with our banter, and there's never any shortage of conversation. So we'll have a lot of fun talking about this one, and maybe even Michael will show up. I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.